looking for the...
Aloha, everyone.
We're here now. Aloha, everybody. Welcome to 1 week before the big day, Santa. When Santa's gonna be here. Pokey loves Santa. Not me. I'm just normal 55-year-old guy with normal 55-year-old guy interest. Like Snoopy and Santa and AFX race cars and going to the store and eating a lot. You know, regular stuff. I can't reach my... Oh, God. This is just awful.
The countdown clock.
Yeah, but it's so far away.
Yeah, where's your...
I got a bigger desk?
Where's your big claw?
It's never where I need it. But here you see right here. This is the official Snoopy time clock. 6 days, 22 hours, 53 minutes, and some... You know, it just keeps ticking. I can't actually see that. 26 seconds at this point. Now 25. Now 24. Now 23. Now 22. Now 21. I feel like I have to keep going. Now 19. Now 18. Now 17. Anyway, if you either don't celebrate Christmas, if you don't celebrate Christmas, go start right now. It's the best holiday in on the 25th of December. Thank you. Unless any other holidays line up with that because they shift around, because sometimes they do. But what's nice is Thanksgiving is always when it is, and then, which is always...
The last Thursday.
Yes,
No,
and then
yeah,
Christmas is always on the 25th. So it mixes it up there at the end.
It does, yeah.
The hallmark designers of our nation's holidays did a good job, I think. Congrats. So... On to the important things. The only important thing to say is, and because I heard a couple people talk about it, we had 0 sales on both of our stores yesterday after a month straight with no 0 sales. I mean, at least that long, if not more. And $100, minimum $100 in one store, minimum $200 in the other store a day for the past 3 or 4 weeks. And then yesterday was double goose eggs on both stores. Although somebody did buy something yesterday and like a $200 item and then paid for it today. So I'm taking that sale and straddling it, breaking it out into yesterday to alleviate the goose egg. And maybe I could smear it onto the other. Can I smear it onto the other store too? But it has to stay in the same store. You can't smear the sales onto the other store.
Watching Silver Hair Stalker's show this morning, there were... at least 4 people that said they had nothing to ship out today.
Yeah, we're not. Well, we did ship it out only because the person paid for it today from a yesterday sale. So
yeah,
technically, but I'm just saying yesterday was zeros. You know,
yeah.
And so I just wanted to commiserate.
Well,
with y'all.
I am seeing too. You know, there are definitely people that are doing a good job, or having sales or whatever it is. But I'm seeing on Facebook group this morning someone going, oh my god, like what happened? This is my worst Q4 ever.
We're back to feeling real good about Q4, feeling real good about eBay in general, but interesting that yesterday was a semi-universal, which is not universal at all, but a non-universal experience. A lot of people had 0 days yesterday for just some weird reason. Yesterday, like, I wonder what their total intake was. Or did everybody in new eBay India, everybody get the sales there? Is everybody shipping to India today? Who is shipping? I don't know.
You mean are shipping from India?
Yeah. Did everybody buy stuff from India? If you are buying. Wait, hold on. Let's just say hi to everybody.
Yes,
Aloha
of course.
to our one and only Silver Hair Stalker.
And WTF, where are you?
Yeah, WTF.
WTF is usually the first one, but it's nice to see Silver Hair was the first one, and he doesn't even claim it either. He's just like, howdy.
He's like, hi, let's do it.
He doesn't even say first.
He's got a cough, though. We gotta be nice to him.
Oh, yeah, he's not feeling well.
Yeah.
He's still fighting that cold from kissing lag. Everyone's like, where in the world
Yeah,
is
where
lag?
is lag?
We need to do where's lag shirts, like where's Waldo?
Boom.
With the little emoji with him peeking through his fingers, and
Yeah.
throw it in a whole bunch of other emojis.
I wonder if lag actually has a life and went like to family or something.
Or since what?
Did he go to Mama and Papa Basement's house and
since Beard
like a whole family of
him,
basements?
Since Beard, well, he didn't dox him, or we don't even know if it was really lag.
Come on. You're easy. If anybody needs some practice fooling people,
I'll fall for
don't bother
anything.
with her because she's just easy.
Okay,
what are we doing? Third badge, please. Paul is demanding his third badge, and I think that's fair, Paul. There we go.
Yes,
You are
nice.
badged.
Let's kick some suckers.
Corn Husker Picker. Aloha,
Nice.
everyone. Another Christmas in the books, and I have a store on time away till the 25th. Hope sales are okay for you all, except for yesterday. They have been great.
Thank you.
Paul Rose saying Nog coma. So we are currently, Nog is in coffee. So we have used the tools that we have to counteract the effects of the Nog and stay awake while consuming Nog. So it's kind of it's a life hack.
We're using the Nog as creamer.
It's
And it is delish.
It's a Nog hack. Basket N says, look at those nose hairs in Primo. Dang, all these pictures, all of them have the same nose hairs because we took all those pictures at the same time. But sometimes I can totally see it. And here's what happens. Lady Miss Toots over here moves my stuff, and then I go, you want me to cut my nose hairs? I have to reach over here.
All right, so you're blaming me.
Yes, I am. In the, long story short, in the bathroom to my grooming stuff. If it ain't there, then I'll just braid those things. I don't care. The second you move my things away from where they're supposed to be, nope, canceled. Nose hair canceled. So, sorry about that, but also not sorry. It's her fault. Thank you. Carla Olsen, aloha to you. Record Granny. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to both y'all. Mike Gerda says, only problem with getting eggnog is that only one of the drinks in my I'm the only one that drinks in my family. I'm 25 pounds. Well, it's not. I'm saying I lost 120 pounds last year, and I've gained back 25 over the course of since June when we had to focus. I can't focus on two things at once. So we're doing eBay right now, not losing weight. So I got to figure out how to, 2025 is how to do two things at once, walk and chew gum. But I gained weight mostly since the end of August when eggnog came into, because in New England, for some reason, we get early nog and we get pumpkin nog right off the bat and vanilla nog. If you haven't had it, it is like eggnog, except more like melted ice cream that you're just drinking out of a carton.
Yeah, it does taste like melted ice cream.
It's really, really good. And I recommend it to everybody trying to gain weight. And so not just from that, but just from general extra comfort eating. But the nog has not helped. So I would say at least a fifth, 20%. How do you do numbers? 200 pounds. No. 20.
Wait.
No. Yeah, I would say like 25% of my current weight fluctuation has been nog based. Thank you.
Paul was saying,
To
just
what?
beard baiting.
To what?
No, that's just beard baiting.
What does that relate to?
I don't know.
You have to know what
Is
that's...
it the nose hair? I have no idea.
I don't know. Yeah, ka-ching, that's right. Primo Kimo's handing out ka-chings to everyone for Christmas. You don't have to like this show, but if you do like this show, then Flipping Ain't Easy gets a sale.
Oh, you mean thumbs up?
If you like our video, Flipping Ain't Easy gets a sale. And if you don't like our video, then
Flipping It Easy gets a return.
Hokey's days are numbered. You're gonna have to.
Oh, stop.
I mean, numbered from we're gonna take one treat away from him today, and he's not gonna survive because he's Pokey. Thank you. Let's see here. Jumping through basket noodles commentaries of things. Here's something about a Fiat that he had. A Fiat X19. Major Win gifted. Did you see Major Win gifted a membership?
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you something, Brandy Seabrooks. You are lucky. Well, wait till I get there. So we don't want, let's not spoil. Let's not spoil the suspense.
Okay.
Brandon Seabrooks. I'm saying that next year you're going to be very grateful, and so you have 30 days. By the way, just so you know too, that we're going to have to impress these people next year in the membership thing. So starting in 2025, we're doing a whole new membership thing. We're going to be providing you a lot of content in the membership. She doesn't totally know about it. Pokey totally knows about it. He and I came up with the whole scheme, so just be prepared.
That's what you two are doing.
For 2025, membership's going to be off the hook. And you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, I just gave my mom a membership because that's the best thing this year. Right? Thank you. So thank you so much, Major Win, for gifting one of these very important memberships away.
Welcome, Brandon C. Brooks.
Yes. Easy Pickens here.
And Faith. Did you
where
catch
are these,
Faith?
What is all these? I'm going the wrong. What?
Oh, and Easy Pickens.
I started at the wrong side.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Okay, damn it, Primo. I told you not to turn your back on the lighthouse door. Oh, no. Sorry, everybody. I jumped ahead a little bit.
You jumped.
Hold on. Okay, stop. Say some things while I pop out the chat. That's what's going wrong here. I don't have a chat popped out. Tell everybody about...
we do have a short pre-recorded video that will be coming up for members. Either you'll just post it tonight, probably.
Yeah.
Today.
Memberships is fun and surprising. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so what... Okay, now we have a chat popped out so we know...
It's 44 degrees here today, which is very unusual. Summer.
Okay, so that one's current.
People are wearing their bathing suits.
Pop out that chat. Okay, I popped out my chat.
What's happening here? Oh,
and now I'm going to go back up here. Okay, there's B-Nudes. Absolute Finds. Hello to all. Just got a negative on a shirt saying that it was a wrong size when clearly measurements were shown in the photos. Merry Christmas to all. Well, Merry Christmas to you for doing the right thing. And coal in the stocking of the bad buyer. Poop.
That's why I'm hesitant about selling clothing.
We're hesitant about selling clothing. We're hesitant about selling anything that could be considered wait, what's that right there? My mom is here too? Okay, we're behind. Sorry everybody.
Hi, Nance.
Thank you for
Love
hi. Okay. I have no chimney here. Guess the big guy will have to knock. No, you didn't see Red 1. It explained it all. You have to watch Red 1 with Rock the Dwayne Johnson, and it showed you
it's such a cute movie.
How Santa does it. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's wormhole based. So, but then when they get to individual houses,
just
stop. Actually, am I giving it away? Okay, sorry, spoiler alert. Santa makes it end, spoiler alert. You're going to get your presents.
Did you see Mike Gerdez said that yesterday dropped off for him?
It did. Right. Okay. Very slow
and
sales
Mike
here too.
is always really busy. But
hello, Major Win! This is an official. Everything is selling as promoted. Absolutely pay to play right now. That's.
And you see Callie Deb said that her very slow sales yesterday too.
Yes. And then we have a gifted major chip. I'm not drunk. I haven't had any drinks in like weeks. A grifted major ship. What am I saying? A gifted membership from Major Win
so nice.
to Easy Pickens.
Thank you, Major Win. Hi, Easy Pickens.
Chris from Easy Pickens is one of the reseller locker room boys.
Yep.
And thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy that membership. And thank you very much to Major Win. And again, if I haven't told you, 2025 may be better membership-wise. But
now you're changing it to May.
I had to back off. I felt like I was overselling that a little bit. But no, we have a lot of plans. And in fact, we have some plans from now to the end of the year. But we haven't decided. I don't think that's membership. I don't know what it's going to be.
Until we start actually doing these things that we say we're going to do.
No, say
I
it.
want to say them out
No, let's
loud.
go to the room of disappointment and broken promises and declare our mission to entertain more in 2025. Thank you.
You have plenty entertaining in you, that's for sure.
This is what we're gonna do in 2025. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna blast off this channel and blast it off into blast. We're gonna blast.
And John is here.
John, flipping it easy is here in the house.
He's saying, I hope everyone is having a nice end to Q4.
No complaints across the board. Interesting that a lot of people had 0 days yesterday, and in 2 stores that are performing differently, but have absolutely stable sales for the past 30 days at least. Had 0 sales yesterday, but again, today is happening again. And if anybody, tomorrow is my end and reset, my nuclear reset day. So I expect to have a whole. If I don't get sales tomorrow after nuclear reset, I will come back here and cry and tell you why.
So, Thursday's our nuclear reset?
It's Friday, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I don't want to wait because I had a 0 day yesterday. So
I
now
see.
then today is not like there's not like a whole. I'm not cha-chinging, so we're gonna do that tomorrow. I like to do it on Friday because our sales come in on the weekend.
I saw someone
I'll do it twice.
did say that in reply to that post on Facebook that about Q4, what happened where it's so dead, and someone said it was slow for me too, but the first of this, at Thanksgiving it was slow. The first of this month I did an end and sell similar of everything, raised some prices 10%.
And made sales.
And then did offered a sale of 10% off and said everything has been great.
It's gonna be great, and you can also go watch Polish Pete's video where again he gives me full credit for saving his entire eBay program, not by name, but I know what he's talking about. I know who he's talking to. Now we're to Penny Lane. Aloha.
Wait,
That's my mom.
we love you,
Thank you.
Nance. I'm not sure if you're still here since you said okay, bye.
And then
but wait.
what?
No, you're skipping over. Did you see Silver Hair Scacker doesn't need validation? I know him also. Good.
Yeah.
And Mike
I'm not
did
going to give
say-
him validation. I passed over his comment. I'm just like,
So,
I was going to give him some validation. He's
so
like, I don't do it.
even though things have slowed for Mike, he did ship out 12 items today, but he was doing 20
Well, that's
plus
not a 0
for
day.
solid for
Yes.
no.
Yes.
But he was doing 20 plus for a solid week each day.
No, that's yeah, it's weird. It was weird yesterday.
And B Nudes was saying, I don't use promoted listings. I refuse to be a paid person and pays for my own Johns.
A prostitute and pays for my own. I refuse to be a prostitute and pay for my own Johns. No, that's what you do. That's what we got to do around here. As long as the mortgage gets paid, then and the NOG bill. They had to back up like a full milk tanker truck to our house the other day, and they plug it in, and so we rerouted we used to have oil heat in here. We rerouted the pipes right into the fridge, and then there's like a little intravenous thing, so I can just nog right up to a milk truck full of nog. True story. So, okay, back to the important flowage of this chat. Major win with a gift membership to Faith.
Welcome, Faith.
Welcome, Faith, and thank you
We're
so
gonna have
much
faith,
for
faith.
watching
You
us because
gotta-
these
Oh, I'm
memberships
sorry, you
are
probably
given.
hate that.
What?
Faith, 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 faith.
Oh.
I was singing.
But Faith is.
George Michael.
Wait, what was I saying?
I have no idea.
Yeah, well, it was super important.
I'm looking for
Poo-poo platter.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
But the whatever I was saying, it was good. But we'll just listen to you.
You
now.
don't remember?
Oh, yeah. What are you gonna say now?
You're the one that decided to let yourself hear me and get distracted by me.
What about me?
Yeah, so, Doug Guerrero, let's bring it. Q1 2025, 2024
Wait, there's
was
a
poo-poo platter.
This guy's in my way. I can't see the chat.
Wait, make his mouth go to the...
Goodbye.
We'll leave him here for it.
Yeah, for more stupid things.
Yes.
You don't want to get mixed up with a guy like me. I'm a loner, Dottie. A rebel.
That worked. Hold on.
Wait, I
There's a
want
lot of things about me you don't know anything about. Things you wouldn't understand. Things you couldn't understand. Things you shouldn't understand.
Yeah, he worked.
Wait, I want to do that.
Come
to
on, the
you
gag
talking.
is burned out.
I want to try it while you talk.
You always like to run that gag. You want to burn it up like the Daffy Duck and then swallow the gasoline and the match and everybody's done. Basket Nude says, well, I use some mixed slots variants as they draw traffic, and then I linkage the actually. I don't know what he's talking about there. I have no idea what you're talking about right there. Easy Pickin' says, what? I want a membership. Yeah, you did. That was for Major Win. He is awesome. And awesome. Now
I'm
he says
bored.
hello to my mom. I could have told you that. Did I not tell you that?
Here, put it over there near
The
Scoops.
gag is burnt. I burn it. I burn the gag on my way through town.
You light a match and just throw it.
That's right.
Walk away.
Amazon seller 99. Aloha to
Hi,
you. Groovy 2 from England saying aloha. I thought it was just
Hi.
me. They made me wait till 11 p.m. East Coast until the first sale.
Whoa.
Then 4 in the next hour, almost expected. So it's hard to get frustrated. Happy non. Thank you very much. And yes, it was definitely some sort of a widespread a 0 day for a lot of people. I mean, maybe they were doing some real serious updates. I don't,
Yeah, who knows?
They most certainly do the updates in the middle of Q4, but why? Yeah, who knows? But I imagine there were plenty of people who had like regular sales too. Although I don't know, no one's saying they had actually regular sales. People are saying it was slow or none.
But and also too, we
had
don't
regular?
really see sales overnight anymore.
Who
Like
was
we
on the
used
regular
to.
last night? No, I'm asking. Not you. Not you.
What?
I'm asking who
La
sold
Palma.
regular yesterday.
Oh,
Who sold
had,
regular amounts yesterday?
Yeah, anyone here had just a normal.
I'm pretending like
day?
these are just coming in, so we're not like super slow. Oh my God, Major Win is another membership. This was the first one I read about 20 minutes ago. To Brandon C. Books, welcome to Member Town.
Welcome. We'll get back into the swing of things. We were doing at least one member live a week. We sort of put that on pause for the holiday season, but we will be picking back up.
And our Tiki show is going to pick back up, and that's not even a surprise. That's just like
which is for anyone to view. It's not a member.
But it's going to be different, so it's taken us a ton of time to make the difference.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a really disappointing difference. Let me just deflate this for you. You're going to see us sitting in.
It's going to be a different vibe.
It's a totally different vibe, but we're going to build
It's going to be about Tiki, though.
We're going to build it up. Oh, what am I saying? It's so crazy.
Oh, you're giving hints, are you?
Yeah, see the fingers? That's what that means.
Royal Glen!
Royal Glen
dang.
going on 2 days with 0 sales.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to hear that. At least one of those days, we all feel that pain and share it. I didn't know of the day before. We had like a huge weekend. So again, yesterday was just kind of an oddball.
Oh, Amy.
Amy's here too?
Yes, Amy.
Aloha, Amy.
Hello, my
Is
friend.
this keeping up at the bottom? Where's Amy?
Oh, Sheba B. Hi, Sheba B.
Aloha, Sheba B. Does anyone here have a title and description lister? No.
Motorcycle Dog.
I can tell you that we have tried a few of them, and the one that exists right now is List Perfectly. They have an AI which is taking pictures and listing titles. If that's what you're asking, are you looking for something that will take pictures and list out your item for you? List Perfectly is the only one I know of right now that's accessible. And if there are others, I don't know about them, probably because they're so insanely expensive. I'm not. They don't even give me an invitation.
List Perfectly. You upload like 5 images or something, 5 or 6,
and it does a really good job, especially if you have stuff with words on it. So,
And when we tested it out, we did, was it a book or something that had like a little bit of like water damage on it? It even picked that up.
Yeah.
And in the long description, it said, and it phrased it so nicely, it did not sound like the cheese ball AI descriptions that eBay comes up with. It was, I think you can pick the format, like it was bullet points, right? That we picked. I don't remember. But the AI was great. It did not do weird, fluffy.
You did choose like from 5 different ways you wanted to describe your stuff, like just the facts or flowery, or like it gave you a couple like personality type things to how to list it. But I think we used just the facts, and it did give us bullet points.
So Shiba B is saying, I can do the pick, and I need the title and description. I have a brain injury. Well,
yeah, this would be something for you now. Right now, you can get it for 30% off. So it depends on your this thing is going to go up to like $250 next month. So it's $40 right now with 30% off. I think it's LP30 is the code on it. List Perfectly 30. We'll get you 30% off of the first month, which brings it down to 50, so you can test it. And since there's still like 2 weeks left, that would be a good idea to see if it actually does work for you. And that being the only one I know Vendu used to have it, but stopped implementing it because it wasn't working right or something. So List Perfectly is the one I know of. Please, anybody else, if you know of any other AI lister, put it in the comments so that we can pass it on to Shiba B.
She is saying, she's laughing about the elevate your style, elevate your wardrobe. I know. When we do like a lot of collectibles, we aren't using the AI, but I can tell whenever I'm looking at people's listings, it will be like, this will be a great addition to anyone's collection.
And it doesn't make me want to buy it though. It makes me annoyed, like a little bit annoyed with that.
Oh, it says too much too. It's like a used car salesman AI.
And
that's AI that eBay creates, I feel.
That's really the problem with reselling now, is that people, even little clues that people aren't even like visual. I don't know. Shoppers pick up, and if they have one little turn off, they're like, boink, I'm on to the next person.
If you can't nog it ain't worth the slog, my man. Baskin, real well-made milkshakes these days require a credit card.
They don't have milkshakes. They don't have eggnog milkshakes at McDonald's anymore. I chastised the poor lady there. There was like a 90-year-old woman in the checkout line at McDonald's, and I just sat there and just browbeat her. I was just like, you took away the eggnog milkshake. This is a made-up story completely. But I am disappointed that they don't have eggnog milkshakes. And I did ask the guy, and he said, no, we haven't had them in years. And I'm like, you got a McRib. How are you supposed to wash down the McRib without an eggnog milkshake? I ask you. Thank you.
Amy said, aloha, Amy, again. I brought Nog. And, okay, Paul was saying the Beard Baiter is the theme tune. Okay.
Oh, because he's going to jump out of his window. He's on the first floor. So he'll be okay.
James, help our stage.
This is I, James. What's going on, fellow humans and research?
There's my James. James is out there. Go check out his channel. He's out there. James, so yesterday. Can I do this?
Yeah, I was like, you blow my mind, James.
It's so crazy. There is a live from Josh, and Josh is like, I think you should go do one of your new
he says to
reaction
James.
videos. Yes, Josh says to James, who's in the chat, I think you should go. There's this really good video by Isaiah. Go if you want, go check it out and do a reaction video to it. I'd love to see it. So James puts out a 55-minute reaction video to Isaiah, but there wasn't 55 minutes in between when Josh said you should go do it. And when it came out, I'm like, he has a time machine. That's how James is doing all this. He actually has a real live time machine. I'm guessing some magic pair of sneakers he got somewhere along the line. And that's how he can list hundreds of things in a day and do all this stuff, because I caught you, James. I caught you. I got you.
So you can watch James' reaction video.
Yes,
and he does the reaction video of Isaiah _TM as in moon and N as in Nancy.
Did you see that nerd coming in saying, you better remove this video because Tech and Sports is going to be mad at Isaiah or something? It was in... Did you not read James's comments?
No, I was looking at them this morning. There were a lot more.
It was the guy who was in our thing saying that somebody made $2 million, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, the Steakums beefsteak guy. I don't know.
Beefsteakum guy.
I don't remember. It was spleen, something
No,
like
he was
that.
like Bean Reefer or something.
I don't
Reefer.
remember.
But anyway. Den Decor, we gave Den Decor a little bit of our mom dad thing. He loves that. Amazon seller,
like, stop fighting.
45 degrees. Oh my God, that's freaking gold. No, it's not. That is freaking warm. It depends on perspective. What's your perspective? From us, we've been sitting here at about 20. We're at 17 the other morning. 43 is shorts weather in Vermont. 44. Well, technically, you're saying that, but what's the real temp? Because the one that's on weather app is like 2 or 3 degrees cooler than what we really have. So I bet
right, because we're right near a lake, so it tends to be a little warmer.
I bet we're pushing.
It says 42 on here.
So we're at 45. That's what I'm gonna say.
The Weather Channel app is always warmer than this automatic iPhone.
I don't trust any of these AI. None of this AI robots.
Mm-hmm.
Blue V2. Curious if anyone else had posted a message before the show started, only to have it not appear. Seemed unusual for the first message to be close to the start. I don't know. Check and see if there's any on hold. We're missing WTF. We're missing lag. We're missing a couple. Carl hasn't been around or posting. Some of the early people
Carl.
have not been posting early.
Carl,
so
have you heard from Carl?
He's putting out videos.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
He's not dead. I don't know how.
Thank God.
I don't know how he is otherwise.
I think we need to send out the
once in a blue mood. Aloha to you. Mike Curtis is saying one of the things to sort of smooth over the clothing is to do it with free shipping or free returns. Sorry, free returns and that, which we do free returns on every single item, which does seem crazy because even on like the $3,000 couch and the $2,000 tiki stuff, we have free 30-day shipping. Free 30-day returns. So, but we've never ever had a problem with it. It only seems to increase our people's confidence in us.
Well, I was reading something, someone that sells a lot on Poshmark and is really successful, but they said that their sales are slowing down quite a bit, so they're going to start trying eBay, and they're nervous about it because Poshmark, you only have like 3 days or something.
Is this your boards?
Oh, this is my board core.
We talked to
or you only have like a week or 7 days to do a return on Poshmark, and so this person is terrified because eBay allows 30-day
and Posh
returns.
is broken. Posh is like messed up because of Canada. Remember?
That's in Canada.
I don't know. It probably affects the whole Poshmark. Maybe somehow. Maybe I don't know. I'm just talking down my butt because we don't do Poshmark.
And so they're worried. Or Etsy. They're worried that on eBay people are going to be, because evidently this woman has all like upscale clothing. She said it sells anywhere from like $100 to $300 for each piece, and she's worried that people are just going to buy it, wear it, and then return it 30 days later. She's like, I'm afraid I'm going to be a rental service. And that's the one thing that scares her about selling clothing on eBay.
But what I have to say is that is the industry. So when you are a clothes dealer, isn't that the way the real clothes industry works? I mean, aren't people just ordering 10 things on Amazon and selling back?
Online.
It's an expected reality of clothes selling, I imagine. I would love to ask, Major Win would certainly be able to give us some insight into this kind of thing. But because I know what Kevin, Stoic Reseller, sells, the type of sort of athletic-y, Pacific Northwest type stuff he sells, I'd be curious to know what his return rate is on that, on Lululemon, on like sports, like high-end sportswear, what the return rate is. So then somewhere within the niche of clothing, I could find a place to go. And generally what I do to avoid returns and to avoid problems with people is I gravitate towards higher end, whatever niche I'm in, you tend to have less problems. Why? More likely than not, because people just won't return, or if they have a problem, less likely to even bring it to your attention. They just won't say anything. So generally speaking, that's a benefit of higher end anything in a niche.
So the Guess jeans that I got did not fit.
No.
But I'm not sending them back. And
I put some elastic in it and they fit fine now. I put like a big gorset.
They
what do you
put
call
the
those
measurements in the photos
I
and
put
everything.
Right. Did you not measure your butt before you ordered them? Does nobody measure? You
People
just
are
ask me to measure
lazy.
your butt.
That's why I would never return them.
I would totally measure your butt.
But they were really cheap though, so that's.
But here's the
I
question.
still wouldn't return them. I would just turn around and sell them.
But here, very good point. You take it upon yourself when you have made the mistake to not measure your butt. You don't send it back and go, I did not measure my butt.
My gut.
Whatever part of you does not fit into the jeans anymore. But what I'm saying is that people, the common problem with clothing returns is they don't fit. And while that is an issue, I mean, it can be an issue because sizes vary.
Well,
you were nowhere close to buttoning those two things,
No.
just may I say.
And I knew because of the price and that we are resellers. I wasn't worried if they didn't fit because I was like, I'll just whatever resell them. I'll do something with them. So I wasn't worried about
we'll
it.
make clothing rags.
I knew I was ignoring their photo measurements. Well, the thing is, so for me though, I really like to actually see the photo with the tape measure or the ruler, but I also like to see them type it out as well, because sometimes even when I'm doing photos of our stuff or with the ruler, the angles of the camera don't always line up exactly with the ruler itself and where the thing is measuring. Got it.
I didn't even hear you. What'd you say? Something about clothing? I don't know. I do say Mike Gerda saying that sold 76 clothing items this year, had 3 returns. But of course, the profit margins and extra 10% discount more than absorbs those returns. Returns are part of this business, even if you don't want to do them. They are part. But I mean, you should have, I've heard some people as high as 4% returns. Now, that's the highest I've ever heard is 4%.
Boy, you have to have a lot of volume for eBay not to screw you for having 4% returns, right?
I mean, you have to look at that your seller metrics and that little. And
I hope that
it's like a thermometer.
It would be really nice.
Why does my nose start itching?
It would be really nice if eBay allows a higher return rate.
I have to cut my nose hair
for clothing. I wonder if they do that. Actually,
did you say something about clothing again?
Yeah. If I wonder if eBay allows a higher return rate on the clothing category than they do on some other categories.
I don't know, but I can't check because we actually don't have clothing.
No, we don't.
Actually, we do have one shirt.
B Nudes is saying that his wife is looking into all of her stuff because she has closets full, and he said it's like all 20 years old or older. What was her style from 20 years ago?
My friend Noel
vintage clothing.
My friend Noel bought every single black T-shirt from every single concert from the 80s to like from the late 70s through the early 90s. Every single concert. He was a pot dealer, so he had a lot of money. So he'd go to every single concert in the Bay Area and buy all the different shirts. Like if there was a Raglan one and a this one and a that one, he bought them all. And I think he died.
And Motorcycle Dork is here, Josh. I saw you a little bit ago.
Aloha, Josh and Josh.
And he said he's feeling cute, so he might be doing a live video later. So everyone,
today I look forward to
Dork. It's been so long.
Catch us up. Yay, I'm clapping for real. I want to see some motorcycle. I want to see some motorcycle D. I was running that through my head. Motorcycle D, does that work? Almost sounds weird, but no, I like it. I'm going with it. We're gonna see some Motorcycle Dork today. Beard King Pickers here too. Sorry if
it's lunchtime.
It's 20 minutes ago.
Sorry.
My lovely wife here, Spam, and I are still just like so like what's the word? Like fairy tale, like enraptured, like enraptured with lunchtime. And how you have lunchtime. I just love it.
Yeah,
I want lunchtime.
he has a schedule and he sticks to it, and that is why he's successful.
Josh Galt is a person I consider organized. Do you have a set lunchtime where you go, here's the time for me to make my tuna fish? Like, or does it just hit you? Like, I want to have that feeling of life moving in such a predictable fashion that I just know that, hey, it's noon. I got to eat. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? Hair's on fire. Put out the fire. Another hair goes up. It's like a constant battle just trying to stay awake until dinner. Thank you.
And did you say hi to Ryan yet? Ryan!
No, we are so far behind. Ryan
Hi,
at 123. Ryan, aloha to you. And he was actually before Mike Gertis. Sorry about that. Sheila B is calling me a babe, obviously.
You are.
Let's see. Beard King, we are doing great. Thank you for being here on your precious lunch hour. And thanks to Josh Gall for being here on his lunch hour. I want to have lunch. Because do you know how good it would be? We do not
We have eggnog.
know. We have nog. We could just sip
Just
off that
in our
all day
coffee.
long. Just sip on it. How nice it would be to feel the recharge of a meal in the middle of the day and not just be juiced out on caffeine all day. And then go like, why are we so spazzed out here? It's like 3:00 in the afternoon.
So, motorcycle dork. Today is 7 consecutive 0 sales days. Sold something 6 days ago and had a 5-day 0 stretch before that. What the
Ew.
heck?
No, don't do that. We can't allow that.
Have you
motorcycle
sold?
dork.
Didn't you have like some Homer Simpson something one time? Like some new old stock or something? And I was like, those are cool.
Motorcycle dork?
Yeah. In one of his videos one time, he was like, he showed like two boxes of different things that were really cool, and they weren't motorcycle related. They just were things that he had.
Oh, right, because he was moving, and so he was showing a couple of things. I don't remember what it was, but I remember what that video. Ryan said he sold a print-on-demand shirt on eBay. Well, let's celebrate. I mean, I know that's not what you're looking for, but it's a sale. I mean, a lot of us didn't have a 0 sales
Quirky.
yesterday. Do we have any sales today? Well, I do have that straddler sale, the one that sold yesterday but paid today. So technically saving us from 0 to 0 days if you really want to.
Ooh, my neck is crunchy.
No sales today on this store, but again, I'm going to just say everybody go do a reset. If you don't have any sales for the past 2 days, go reset all your items and then sell similar.
Yeah.
And don't erase them on accident and then blame me. Please don't do that. Thank you.
Quirky Picker Chad is here. Aloha. Thanks for being here. It's fine you're late. Doesn't bother us.
Hit with another Ryan. So was the counterfeit on that shirt you sold?
What?
Or so Ryan, we were also talking about that, and so we were wondering the photography that you're using on the items that are taken down for counterfeit are
Is it your
royalty
designs?
free, or are they your designs?
Like public domain stuff,
Yes,
or is it your designs?
That's the question I wanted to ask.
Because I just don't get it.
But
you know,
silver hair sold just regular old everyday sales type stuff.
Oh, good.
I mean, again, that depends on what you're selling. And there is just more and more flow in my brain thinking about how really maybe I need to have like some Asian design store, and maybe I need 10 stores on eBay.
Oh.
All different niches, all operating independently of the others, not bringing down sell-through rates. It sounds too crazy, but it does seem more and more like the niche store, or in our case, like a media store, has a super valuable. It's working super well. So Again, yet not by yesterday's standard, which was 0. On 2 different stores, totally separate kinds of stuff. But we do not have any toothbrush holders in there, so maybe that's why Todd did great.
And Mike was saying he has like $5 to $6 into a clothing item and gets 35 to 40. And he just wanted to try it because he saw other sellers were killing it.
Yeah. It's the thing. I mean, it's like kind of, although they said media is the 3 biggest stores on eBay this year, or media. I mean, yes, last year they were clothing. So, I mean, clothing is still huge.
This is something really weird. So I saw this thing, a magazine, a fashion magazine, had this whole article about Shein, and it's like an advertisement for Shein, and it's about how Shein is becoming more environmentally responsible, and they have something called the Shein Exchange, where you can resell your clothing
from Shein
on their app. I think it's only the Shein clothing, and I hope it is only the Shein clothing, but I'm thinking,
Gross.
How does that clothing even hold up enough to resell it? It's garbage.
Paul Rose, I say no, after a meal. Oh wait, we have to. I have to say hi to Jenna first.
Jenna!
Aloha, Jenna.
Aloha!
Mrs. Flippin' Ain't Easy. Aloha, welcome. And then Paul Rose said,
Curious Collections.
do you have? Do I find after a meal, no matter how big or small, I'm still hungry? No, I find that I have to nap. So that's why I don't eat during the day usually, is because I get sleepy. So my natural thing is nap, like beach myself and then founder for a while and then get back up and get back into action. But just for my whole working life, I don't eat really breakfast or lunch and then just gorge on dinner.
Ryan.
Like eggnog, syrup.
So YouTube is holding your comment. And I just tried to approve it, but it won't allow me to approve it. Because Ryan used the F word. He just said, F cards. I'm seriously going to just dump my inventory and do something else. I tried to approve it, but it's saying an error. So I think because it has the F word, it won't let me.
It's gotta swear. Hallelujah. It's gotta swear. Let's see here. Basket Needle saying, John. I mean, I get it. I've seen sellers and thousands of negatives, and I can never read Basket Noodle's comments because it's got technical jargon in it, and I get derailed. I apologize for that.
You make his brain go.
Yeah, it just. Curious Collections, aloha to you.
Yes, so nice to see you.
Can't wait till 2025 till we see you guys back in action. So
I hope that you guys are having
our fix of Will and Cinnamon.
Good Q4.
And I hope that you, just hurry up.
Wait,
come back.
I'm sorry.
Major Win, get on there and do your reaction video to our package that we sent you from like 6 months ago. I want to see stuff. There's a lot of new YouTubers, but I mean, I'm sorry. There's a lot of eBay YouTubers being recommended to me, like a lot of podcasts with different names. And I see that they have like low amounts of views, so obviously they're new. So there is a new wave of YouTube eBayers coming on. Question is, are they saying anything good? I don't think so. Thank you. Stay over on this side with the Flippin' Ain't Easy, Primo, Kimo, Josh Gold, Hey Fro Sells, if he ever does a video again. What?
Dang it! I just
James.
totally
Sorry,
forgot
James
what I was
Helper
gonna
Stay.
say.
Because James is awesome. And James is really doing, James is the one who you got to, actually Josh Galt is innovating currently. He's doing shorts from the Antique Warehouse, which I really like. And James is definitely the innovator in the space right now of eBay lifestyle YouTubers, which is what we're supposed to be, but really we just come on and yap for 2 hours.
I remember when I don't know, closer to when we first started doing the eBay related videos, somebody was saying how they usually hang around with the new eBay YouTubers for like 3 months or so, but then they move on and find new ones.
Where's our Biff Boffo? He's here, thank God. It was Biff Boffo. We thought you left us forever.
Biff was bummed that he missed out on the huff and butt talk on Monday.
I am sorry, everybody, for whoever mentioned butt chugging.
Oh, okay, Ryan. He
and
had
brought
deleted the
that
comment.
visual to anyone's mind. Butt chugging is exactly what it sounds like, and it's super weird, but it's, you know, I saw it on the Howard Stern show, so it's real. It's weird. But, you know, I don't think that butt. See how I said butt? I don't think James Helferstay has ever tried butt chugging. And it's not for everybody.
Okay. Did you already see how James was saying that his reaction videos are
That's
are
really the
getting
funniest
great
couple
feedback?
of words put together ever. Butt chugging. Okay. Wait, what happened? Sorry.
James
Forget I
was
talked about
saying his reaction videos are getting some great feedback, and
They're cool. I like them.
he said that he's so excited and dun, dun, dun.
You can't hide it, right?
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
Paul Rose, I haven't had a regular life since about 2018. Every day is a magical adventure. No.
It's nice. I mean, I'm not talking about your particular thing. I'm talking about reselling in general. What was I saying today? I like to every morning start off our day with a
Big Dre,
daily
aloha.
affirmations, and I say, "Sweetie, here's a very important thing to talk about between us today about how, I mean, we got up it was dark out. It was dark 30. We didn't have any coffee in the house, and we drove to the coffee store, and then the dog had to poop, and he went to Ace, and then I'm like, we woke up at 6 because we wanted to." We went to the store to get coffee. We don't have anywhere to rush to. We can just sit here and watch the dog poop. I can take a video of the dog pooping, which I did this morning. It's good. It'll be up later in members. But what a blessing. Hashtag blessed to be resellers, to not be in the grind. She still suffers with it all the time. I see the signs of worker bee in her. And it's really a way that people are raised to work for other people. Working for yourself is a totally different trip, but holy cow, it's so much more rewarding.
And then add in working with your spouse.
I'm not saying it's perfect.
And that's even more insane.
But just being people who worked hourly and you work 9 to 5, and then you have to deal with people's personalities at work. Here you only have to deal with mine. You're so lucky.
Dendacor was asking.
We're lucky. That's all.
Dendacor was like, "Hey James, if I do a video over Xmas, would you review it?" James says, "I might, Rabbit. I might."
I just might, Rabbit.
Oh, and Dendacor is saying the idea is eBay Dynamics saved my business. Okay.
Yeah. eBay's pay to play. If anybody's still toying with that, do not hesitate to promote list. Just do it to the minimum that you have to. I would start anywhere across the board. If you want to see sort of like quicker results, don't start at 2.1, start at 5. Now, if you want, you can't back up, or backing up doesn't help you. So if you don't want to start at 5, don't. But I think that if you really want to see, if you need to see some pickup in business, try 5. Don't go above 10. 8's the next step. Don't go above 10.
This is
if
from
you can
our
afford
experience.
it. If you can afford it, we've never done 10. We've tested 10 like a million years ago. But right now we do 8 on our media. So anything media, record, video game, paper, anything media is at 8% because it's just clogged. All those categories are clogged. So that is getting us sales, except for yesterday. And doing very well for us at 8. 5% on hard goods seems to be a smart place for used collectible hard goods. But if you are definitely having 0 sales and you're sick of it and you're not promoting, stick your toe in the promotion pool.
I wonder if Jenna at all does what I just did, which is you just talk and I completely check out.
No, she's gone.
And
she is
I read comments and I think about other things. I wonder if that happens to Jenna.
She does. She's thinking about dinner. She's like,
but I was just seeing.
And by the way, I was very sweet.
We have 3 chat windows open right now, so it's sort of like. Blah, blah, blah.
It was very sweet of her to say how she does the show with John because it helps John do a better show. And I think
They
we're
are
a lot like
so
that too.
cute.
You're not like, I want to go do a show.
And yesterday we were I was getting out to go into the grocery store, and he was staying in the car. And I don't know if we had Flippin' Ain't Easy on or something, but we were talking about you guys. And we were like, John is a really good guy.
I was saying, yes, we were. We
were just like, he is such a hard worker. And, oh, I know what it was. We were saying, you were talking about that, how Jenna likes to do the show with him, and how Jenna in the past has said, John is funny. He is funny.
He just doesn't come across that way.
Aside from like the show, he's a funny guy. And we were just like, because he takes work so seriously.
And he takes this production seriously. And I think that's why sometimes he doesn't seem as goofy. But we have seen it. And especially when he
can be goofy at
when he
times.
backhanded biscuit buns during that show. That was the best. I will remember that forever. That's a highlight of YouTube for me. Was the tortilla
and then I was like, well, John
heard
was
around the world.
John was a manager. I mean,
Thank you.
he has to be a very focused, and you have to be serious, when you're a manager. So.
But obviously, we show you that you can absolutely not be that way at all,
and be out of your mind.
And you can still do YouTube. So it's a big spectrum. You can do it all.
But you're a goofball no matter what.
I do my best.
Paul was saying that, if the description is generic, it puts him off and makes you think the seller doesn't care. And I agree. It's just, I just want to see the important stuff. I don't need to see that something will make a great addition to my collection. I don't need to see all that fluffy, crappy, crap diarrhea stuff.
B-Nude's got a $199 teapot sitting out on the porch for the Porch Pirates.
Oh, I wanted and did you say aloha to Jovial? I don't know if you got
No,
okay.
I'm not there
but
yet.
Jovial's here. We have your cards.
Aloha, Jovial.
I have to tell you, we were on cloud 9. What?
We have this whole routine set up. We have no idea if this is really going to work, but we've been doing this.
I don't think.
There's R2. You can hear them a little bit. I don't know if you guys can really hear it, but
That one doesn't.
So Jovial sent us all these cards, and we got them on Monday's show. And again, I don't know, we're easy to entertain, I guess. We're so happy about these things, and they're all over the back right here. But they're actually in our kitchen, dining room, on the mantle, decorating all that. But we brought them in here for today, and just love them. They're awesome, and I just want to thank you again. And it's very sweet and very thoughtful, and makes a big difference.
Shiba B was singing milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're
right.
like, it's better than your.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
know.
can't sing.
No, don't try. Everybody else is here. Never to be used the $200. You know what you use the teapot for? The $200 teapot. Dwight on The Office said you pour it into your nose to clean out the bacteria in your nostrils and to clean up your nasal passages with the teapot. $200 teapot.
Beard King Picker was saying, Primo, I sold that exact shirt on eBay.
Which one?
This one.
Yes. Oh, this is the well, we are doing our fall shirts, but this is was this from? Where was this one from? Oh, this is a real shirt.
Big
Look
and
at the
tall.
tag.
Big
Look
and
at the
tall,
tag.
I don't know.
Does it say big B&T on the top?
It says Aloha Republic. I don't remember where
Aloha
that's
Republic is not a B&T.
They sell different brands. They don't have their own brand.
It's if it says Hawaiian on it, it's not a B&T.
Josh was saying James and I are like Bill and Ted.
Wee You like the reselling stallions. Thank you. Hey, TM, reselling stallions. Writing a script about you guys today.
Oh, B Nudes was saying another good video, James, would be on how to write a good response to a chargeback, since eBay only allows one shot at it. Maybe a series like that, or even a new channel, eBay 101.
Who's asking that?
Oh, B Nudes.
The chargeback.
eBay Classroom.
Somebody did something about a
$20
$20 chargeback. Was that Rockstar Picker? Did you just do that? I don't know. There's some sort of chargeback scam going on. We had only one chargeback by an unscrupulous buyer who I know through groups purchased something from us, bragged about getting it, and then charged it back like a real scum of the earth.
Oh, Callie was saying Posh tanked. So,
Come on, sweetie, you can't have half of your business in. They have business all over the. I mean, I guess they have it. No, they pulled out of Australia, right? So they're just in England and some EU countries, and in one of their big places was Canada. And because of Canadian Post, they're leaving all Poshmark sellers can't ship. So there's no. Poshmark died in Canada, I guess.
Oh, and Sheba B was saying that with Posh, she's over it. They are trying to lowball me for $10 to $15 offers.
And I'm.
Oh.
Yeah, if you live in Canada, you can't even use Poshmark. And if you live anywhere else, you can't ship there.
Paul is saying that he hasn't heard from Carl recently, and he didn't do a stats video or he didn't get a stat video notification on Monday either. So
it's the holidays. So
yeah.
It's the holiday season and loop-de-loop, dickory-dot. Yeah. What's up? Thanks. That was my offering. See, sometimes what I do is not listen to you and I just start singing.
That's fine. Sheba B was saying that she's been blocking a lot of people lately. eBay, is making her pay for the return shipping, even when the person you clearly used as a costume for Halloween, and returned it. Yeah, and B Nudes was saying that's called, it's friendly fraud. It's a huge problem. Retailers online are getting hit really hard too.
Ryan is saying that eBay is claiming basically that I'm reprinting cards. So who has any, I mean, I can think of ways to phrase, I have like I can write in legalese a little bit, but mostly that's for other purposes. But in general, I mean, I wouldn't take that sort of legal type stance with eBay at this point, but I would definitely try to get somewhere with customer service to explain to them that, see how they're actually interpreting the data that is getting you shut down. And you have to find somebody somewhere in the company to tell you that it's accurate, because it seems like it's inaccurate.
Well, and what it is you sort of just have to, unfortunately,
keep calm,
really fight for yourself. And even remember the whole Puma Gate thing or Pumageddon, where Puma hired that company to Vero everything on eBay that was Puma. Well, James Helferstay, he contacted the company that Veroed him, and they were like, "Oh, we're so sorry." And now that whole thing's over with.
Yeah, was James the first person to call in? Maybe. I mean, they might not have even known.
It was all over social media, though.
It was.
eBayers all over social media.
But that's fine.
But you
people
have
reporting it, but you have to actually action it.
You do, and it stinks, Ryan. But
so even if you think eBay knows about it, don't assume they know about it, and they most certainly don't assume they know about it about specifically you. So you need to inform them, then re-inform them. There was a time in history, if you got a negative feedback, you called 4 times. This is years ago. You called 4 times and that negative feedback was gone. One of those 4 people would eventually take it off. It just, I don't know. That's how you did it. You can't call them 4 times and do anything productive at this point. However, you do need to have that same attitude when confronted with this, because that's your livelihood. They're taking it away and it's false. And if you can prove, if you have proof that the art that you're using is yours or public domain, that they have absolutely no right to take it down. I don't know why I am doing this, but it seems like it's important.
But then I always think, though, how do you stop their AI from flagging you again though. But that's me overthinking everything.
You are, because
I overthink everything.
That's what James had to do, and they did it, and it's done.
Right.
So
a Beard King Picker was saying that he used to sell clothing on Amazon, like Nike and stuff, and the returns are crazy bad.
yeah, I can imagine, because Amazon is treated like a dressing room. You're gonna order 10 things and return half of them. I mean, people use Amazon like that.
Oh.
And they did used to use. There was a program on eBay at one point, some sort of like clothing concierge, where you bought like 10 things, or was that Amazon? Where you bought 10 things and they sent them all to you, and then you intentionally returned half of them. I'm just like, I don't even know how you do that. Like, how people like
Amazon
spit on it, or they get their cats.
Well, so Amazon has
Fur
that
on it or
program
something.
too, where like the seller obviously has to be willing to participate in it, where you can order like multiple sizes of shoes and see which ones fit, and then you have to return them within X amount of days, the ones that you don't want.
Yes,
or
yeah,
all
yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah. That's Amazon, right?
Oh,
But
I'm
this
sorry,
was
I wasn't listening.
This was a thing about like a shopper was gonna send you a couple of looks or something. Maybe three pieces to a look, or something. I can't remember what it was, but I don't see it anymore on eBay. So it must be.
So Sheba B, she says, I am new to all of this, and my learning curve is the downward slope of the bell curve. Okay.
Hello, what's your favorite color? Jovial Juggler says. Oh,
Yeah.
I used to have that on my answering machine.
Yeah.
I had it for like 2 years, just straight.
Once in a Blue Moon's been doing very well on Poshmark, but not selling clothing though.
Kira's Collection says, it's been really great. Lots of shipping and listing. Trying to do as much before the end of the year as possible. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, good. Well,
in the what
yeah.
now?
I'm saying good about Kira's Collection, and
So you did listen.
they sell. Because I
Accidentally.
was reading some of it, and then I caught you were reading it. But jewelry is such a nice thing as a Christmas gift. So I'm wondering if they're selling a lot of jewelry. Curious Collections.
Oh yes, the gifts. So inexpensive gifty stuff is what's just flying out of eBay. Now, and I look at it as a little bit economic, right? Because what we're selling is tons more, between $10 and $30 items. Tons more though. So the velocity is way better than getting more per item. I'd rather get less per item and sell more items. Absolutely 100% all day long.
Absolute Finds was saying a lot of times people just don't bother with reaching out, and they leave you feedback, and then they never reply to your message, or you're trying to help them with the issue. I know, I hear that all the time.
I'm super proactive. So if there's anything happening,
You do need a nog up, Paul. He said his clothes are getting looser.
oh yeah, Paul, just go grab a couple. You know how they have Edward 40 hands, where you tape the 40s into 40-ounce bottles of beer with duct tape onto your hands? Do that with Nog, and it could be Edward Noggy hand. Did you just hear that Nog room open up in my belly?
Yeah, I did. It was like,
that's it opening it up. It hears me talking about Nog, and it's like, I'm gonna make a space.
Sheba B was saying, I sent the wrong dress. I sent the right one and told her to keep it. She sent me a nice note and $5. That is, see? You had a good customer there, and you were a good
I honestly
seller.
think most people are good. It's just like
I do too.
of.
I mean,
and sometimes they get mad at eBay. I got just the other day, I got a note from somebody saying, I don't leave feedback. I haven't opened the item. I'm not leaving feedback. And I didn't ask him to open. Again, it's another time that eBay is rattling the cage of my buyer, asking them to leave something I didn't ask them to do. I don't have to have feedback. Buyers get feedback the second they pay for it. They have completed their obligation to me. They don't have to be nice to me. I'd appreciate it if they were, but they don't have to be. They have to give me money. That's all they have to do. I give them their feedback because they gave me money. Now, the rest of it is a matter of, usually 100% of the time, it's fine.
Which?
You're welcome. Which?
Gosh
With a
dang
T?
it. My brain is just like
Nope, it's
a
normal.
sieve.
What if
Something
you-
goes in and then it just leaves.
Do you
and
think
I'm
it
like,
was the
dang.
donuts? Do you think you had too many donuts?
It was something about
you think the eggnog
AI.
donuts?
Oh. You
How
had.
can we combine AI
Oh,
and
wasn't
eggnog?
it AI? No. You had 2 dings saying that items were shipped late, and so you went in and you
Wait, what happened?
you
Sorry.
had 2 things saying items were shipped late or delivered late or
Oh,
something.
so yes, I will say this on 2 different accounts. If you go, I'm not sure how many of you have this problem. We ship everything every day, not really an issue, but for whatever reason, sometimes I print out a label, ship it the next day. I don't know. There's just but we switched everything to one day instead of same day just to avoid this issue. And I got 2 on one, 3 on the other, late shipping defects. And I went to, I never, don't look at it all the time, but I have like 2.38 late shipment rate. And if you drop below 3% or above, if you go above 3%, you lose top rated seller. So I'm really kind of focused on it and making sure that we are shipping on time. Anyway, for some reason, I went to look at the shipped items. I had 2 on one account, 3 on another that said they were late. And I'm like, no, they're not late. I shipped everything on time. I know it. So I pressed the little blue button and appealed defect on 5 different things, choosing the first option. I shipped on time. They all were removed. So I'm not sure specifically if now's just a good time to do that and say you shipped it on time. But it said in the note, after careful reevaluation, we can see that you shipped it on time and it arrived on time. So why did you give me the ding? That's my question.
It's the AI. But I also wonder too, so even so if we have next day shipping, but we print the label the day before we have to ship.
Sometimes.
eBay is now looking is it looking at the fact that we printed the label,
No.
so they're expecting us to now ship it because we printed it?
Cancel. I don't talk about that.
Okay.
We have no idea. Nobody knows.
I know. It's a mystery. John was saying
Wait, I
What?
have to say something here.
What?
Santa brought Biff Boffo a package from Old School Artifact. Yay, Santa.
Oh.
I'm glad I made it there.
Santa!
You know Santa? Okay, go ahead.
Ryan, I think Santa has a package for you too.
He might.
And
What were you going to say? You were gonna say John.
So John, and I think this was in response to us talking about the return rate. He was saying, I'm over 5% and have been there for the last 2 years. It isn't about a certain percentage. It's about how high you are versus your peers. And
Yes.
you need enough transactions in each category.
Oh, right. I was going to go look at the one clothing because we do have. So if I go to performance here and I go to service matrix.
So, so
This is
even if you're an
collectibles.
everything seller and you have some clothing, if you sold
Yes.
50 clothing items and you get 1 return, then you're
Do you want to
safe.
see? Let's look at us. Am I going to. I don't think there's any doxation here. Chromodome, boom. Media player, pop out chat, service metrics.
What is this? Oh.
It's service metrics. But I'm showing you because like in collectibles, we have total transactions. Maybe this is fun for people to see. Total transactions 71, items not subscribed 0. 0 divided by 71 equals 0.00. So we have no returns in collectibles. Now, clothing, I wanted to see.
Oh, we do have 13 things in clothing.
So we have had this, but we haven't done anything wrong. So we don't have a benchmark, so I can't tell you what the benchmark is. But let's find where we have had a return.
And,
I don't know.
I'll quickly,
eBay Motors. I know
Oh,
we've had
okay.
returns there. Because one person returned the same thing twice. Why isn't it there? I don't know. So basically, we're
Weird.
perfect. We're just perfect, and then we can't even find a place where
Oh,
we've
is this only?
done things wrong.
And this is like
Come
for
on.
a full year.
Don't make us look stupid. We suck. Show all the people.
Total transaction.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we're just perfect. Where did my drop down thing go? It disappeared.
It's going from October of 2023 to November of 2024. Well, We've had some returns. Come on.
No, again, I'm sorry. I spoke too soon, and we are perfect.
Oh, it's for items not as described returns, which we don't get that.
Because we're perfect. So if somebody returns something, it's because they're liars. So we've never had an item not received. Oh, wait, but here's the thing. It's item not received, right? I don't know. We've never had that. But this one does show the peers. We're at 0. So wait, so now.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't. I don't know.
Service metrics.
This is not
B
showing
Nudes
anything
was
good.
saying eBay return rate and the general metrics are completely askew. There are sellers who hammer many a consumer, and due to volume, the metrics are fine. You get a smaller seller who has just a few issues, and they get slammed in the metrics.
Well, because they also count them by if you sell more than 100 items, and they count them by percentage, and if you sell less than that, they count it by number of items, which can be crazy. I don't know. We just don't have anything lame.
And John was saying you just have to avoid being considered very high with enough transactions in a given category.
No one's ever said that Primo was very high.
Since I'm in an everything seller, my returns are somewhat diluted. James, sorry, I had to go back and catch up. I had to give Pee-wee a bath, a time machine. And I'm behind. I know you're reading some more current comments, but I'm looking at older ones.
I'm not. I'm way behind.
Oh, well.
I'm a giant behind. I'm at where Biff Poffo thanked us. No, thank you for being so awesome.
Oh, Beard is here.
Beard is
here.
in the house.
Aloha.
Okay, please. PLS percentages on the total sales include shipping. That's old. Stuff's all stale now.
That's so funny. Beard
no, it's
King.
not that old.
What? Oh no, I'm not talking about you.
I'm not talking about you. You're stale. Your mom's stale.
We both are
what?
doing our own shows right now.
Wait, Candy O is here. Did you know that?
Candy O! Aloha!
I just see reference. Aloha, Candy O.
Hi, aloha. Sorry, we are super. Holy cow,
no,
look what time it is.
We jumped over everybody. That's what happened.
How is it 2:22?
We are just we don't have any returns. That's why it's 2:22. Thank you. Room 222 was a TV show. Thank you. Oh, Jovial Juggler is saying, yes, very important that we are only 20 subs away from 10,000K for real. Thank you. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Interesting, from our last video, we were at, I think we were only like, how many are we away right now? You said 20 subs away. I think we were like 10 subs away.
Oh,
and
so
our
we
last
lost people?
video with the Krampus on it lost us subscribers. I don't know. I was like,
whatever.
What's happening with that?
Shiva B was saying, can you keep talking? I'm getting a lot done listening.
I think
learning.
It was the butt chugging. Nobody likes butt chugging.
Yeah, because we end up
just to
veering off eBay
visualize butt chugging, and then we lose subscribers. Imagine that. Imagine that. The majority of daily focus of John's daily focus is on eBay, and whatever left goes to the channel. That is more than likely the problem. Well, this is not, this is, if you want, why would you do something unless you're doing it to your like the way you want to do it? And thankfully, this is how I want to present ourselves. I just think John's a high quality person. And he's trying to put forward a high quality product.
100%. Blue V2 was saying, what happened to the good old days when you made a bad purchase, you just ate it, no returns for a $10 or $15 mistake. We just moved on without the whining. By the way, get off my lawn.
Exactly I was just gonna say, because we're old, and the youngsters. these creepy little youngsters think they run the world, and they're just all Gen Zing out everywhere. Sorry, Gen Zers who watch like Winter Lee, but and Major. I think Major is I forget, right? So for a year, but I think he is a Gen Z. But anyway, I think that our Gen X
Major
is kind of a bit of a spoiled generation, but I wouldn't say spoiled in the sense that ruined. I just think that we had it pretty easy. And then now with the social media and everything, everybody's a little more intent on not getting, I don't know, don't talk to me that way, or don't burn. I don't know. So I think you just have more people feeling a little more entitled to a return, and they don't think the process through, that this is just a small seller. This isn't Macy's.
Some people don't realize that some eBayers are actually just small sellers.
They don't, especially on Amazon, where like Beard King was saying there, that people return too much, because I'm guessing he sold Nike. I wonder if it was new or used clothing on Amazon, or new. And if it was new, then I imagine half the stuff comes back.
Almost. This is embarrassing to admit, but I did not know until
why is this arm
the
so
bearded
orange?
picker talked about how he sells on Amazon. I didn't know that like individuals were selling on Amazon. I had no idea. I thought it was just all companies selling their own products. Sorry that I was totally naive.
You didn't
to that.
imagine Beard sitting in his underwear in lady big girl panties in his garage selling to you?
So somebody may have already addressed Sheba B in this, but she's saying, I have so many items that I can't figure out the prices because I can't find any that have sold. I was a CCRN prior to the fall. I know nothing about this stuff. Have you looked on the research? You can go back 3 years in sales on eBay. Have you done that? And are you using a computer or the app or both? Because you can access 3 years worth of sales through either the app or the computer. Do you have to have a store or something to?
I have to look at
that?
our number count and see if anybody's subscribing right now. Can if you're in the chat right now and like your mom is, can you just call your mom and have her subscribe so we can get to 10,000? I'm fine as long as we get to 10,000 by the end of the year. I feel like that's totally doable.
Paul was saying, and Primo, do you find after you've just had a meal, no matter how big or small,
We've
you're
already
still
read that one.
Okay. Yeah.
And my answer was that we don't eat till the end of the day, and then I'm always hungry too. So I augment our meals with liquid nog. I think 2025 is going to be 100% nog. We're just going to do all nog.
Oh boy.
We're going to have spirulina nog. It's going to be healthy nog, but we're going to do spirulina nog. We're going to do bacon nog. We're going to do I get so many. Shampoo nog.
Did you see? I know that you read.
That's just silly.
You did read some of Ryan's comments, but did you see the one where he was saying that his designs they're over 80 years old, so they're in the public domain. Even the stuff I got from the free use Smithsonian Photo Archive got pulled.
So here's what you have to do, Ryan, is you have to track down so tell me if this is possible. It occurs to me that even if something is in the public domain, it has credentiality that it is in the public domain. There's some sort of documentation. Those aren't words, but I'm saying there's some sort of provenance that shows that it entered the public domain at this time in this place, or the copyright indicates it, and then present a presentation to eBay. That's my presentation.
And he's saying from the email they send, they're saying it's the designs, never mentioned the photos, but maybe they're just clumping them all together.
The other option is somebody is taking credit or running some sort of Vero on public domain stuff that doesn't deserve to do it, and that they also might be messing you up. But again, if it's in the public domain, then eventually you should be able to document your way into being able to sell it. Unless, is it against eBay policy, an eBay written policy, not to use public domain stuff in furtherance of a different product? I don't know. I don't know that for sure. But my understanding is once things are in the public domain, you can then use it for other commercial products. And then eBay should support that, just needing some sort of verifiable documentation, which means the onus is on you. Every time you put something up, if they're taking it down, you need to jam this info in their face nicely so they don't say no.
Sheba was saying, I think you two need a Sissy and Bud license plate behind you.
Sissy and Bud? We do have Jimmy and Bridget. That's our real names. We have actual ones from Disneyland that we got, California license plate. Who's Sissy and Bud, though?
I don't know.
Oh, is it? I think I know who it is. Hold on, let me see.
Mike was saying, of course, this was like probably an hour ago. I just got 2 sales. I saved the hassle and I messaged the buyer that package is going out.
Oh my! Is that who you mean from the electric? Who? What is this? Electric Cowboy? At Gillies in Dallas? Yeah.
Did you say aloha to Buckeye State? Buckeye State
Buckeye
Flips?
Sticks? Why did you call him that? Why can't you call him the right thing?
Because I'm
Buckeye State
this
Flips.
coffee eggnog.
No, we are.
Sorry,
I think this is the worst
behind.
we've been in a long time. I think people have the day off maybe, and there's a lot more people here because this is crazy. I want to.
Yeah, Shein is horrible. Yes, that is what they are doing. Huge sales, and supposedly this thing too. Like they're doing these 3 things. They're buying unused fabrics even from other companies and making limited lines of stuff. And instead of like producing thousands of a new garment, they're only going to be producing like 100 to see how they do. And then it would sort of be like on demand ordering. I don't know.
Okay, let me just kick a couple of these. Holy cow! I'm sorry, guys. We're really bad today with keeping up with stuff. So Josh is saying on my low dollar stuff, $13 plus $8 shipping and handling. eBay will charge me $7 in fees. 1 goes to the box, 8 in shipping, 1.5 to cost of goods. Poof, money's gone. So you're saying at 13 plus 8, that's pretty much 0 to you. So you have to be above 21. That's interesting. I'm not sure what that exactly was referring to, but I think that's, yeah. I mean, there is a bottom number for sure. Then I see John saying, I have done a video on chargebacks. Most people don't provide evidence and properly document their defense. That's 100% the key to winning a chargeback versus a buyer. It's also the same for you, Ryan, for getting your stuff back on eBay. You've got to do all the work and then jam it in their face. And you got to put it all in a Trapper Keeper. And then and that's how you win. It's all in Trapper Keeper.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I got one more.
Okay.
Curious Collections. We have been seeing the same with Poshmark. So, and they reference,
low ballers, and because
yes.
Sheba B was saying low ball.
And so we have been seeing the same with Posh, low ballers and few sales, no sales on Mercari. Consider ending cross-listing come the first of the year.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's the first time I understand it, because we have yet to cross-list, mostly because we're like, this is working.
But
and the I think best practice is to find something that works and put more effort behind it.
But we are being
we have been doing.
Encouraged. By the
we
way,
gotta get on Etsy.
We spoke with Jeff at Hey Fro Sales.
Yes, aloha to Hey Fro.
It was really nice hearing from him. And he is really trying to encourage us to cross-list onto Etsy. He just said you get more money for your items there.
Etsy for collectible items that you
I
have
think Curious Collections should do that.
You have
if they're not already.
I'm not. I don't
jewelry.
know everything that sells there, but I do know that.
Oh, it has to be vintage or handmade though.
Has to be vintage. Has to be handmade. And the reports that I get, and I think they're pretty standard, is that you get, I don't know, like 20%. You get like 20% or more money selling on Etsy to a less offery crowd, people who are giving offers, less returney. But I think
not as many people do. Sellers do make offers. I think make offer was only introduced over the past couple of years.
Yeah, it's kind of new.
Yeah,
and I think that I think people on Etsy might expect maybe a slightly higher quality of that particular item. Like maybe you put the best of your stuff on Etsy, that's what we're gonna do.
Silver Hair Stacker said, I might do a reaction video to James's reaction video.
You should do a retraction video to James's reaction video. Yes.
And then I thought about, what if we had this chain of everyone doing a reaction video to the previous reaction video? That would be
It'll
hilarious.
be a year long. No one will watch it, but it'll be hilarious to the people in the video. It'll be so meta. Andy's so meta.
We do a combination of post office pickup and drop off.
Every day this quarter, almost every day this quarter, we have pickup in the morning, and we have to drop off in the afternoon because we've had that much sales.
Sheba B, I'm not sure who is live next. Wednesday, Flippin' Ain't Easy is Mondays and Fridays. And then there is like crews
3
that come
p.m.
in.
Western.
There are some crews
time.
that do stuff
If you have a cowboy hat on,
at
they're on
night,
at 3.
our time on the East Coast.
If you're on the East, if you're a city slicker dude, it starts at 6. That's East Coast.
I don't know what butt chugging is, but I don't think I'd like it.
I think that, to be honest with you, from what I hear, never tried it myself, it has the same effect as front chugging. It makes you drunk. Super weird. And I think you need to use a funnel.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can watch it. I swear to God, Richard Christie is one of Howard Stern's funny comedian guys, and he actually did the butt chug himself. Nothing I want to be in the studio for.
A while back, Dentacor Depot had to leave because he's getting his eyes checked.
Oh, I hope that turns out well.
And he did say that he has his dynamic. He has it capped at 15%, and he's averaging about 11 and change for.
Well, he is also. We have a freeze. We're froze.
Maybe someone was interrupting your phone. Ryan was saying, don't know if you saw in the comment earlier, but I applied for one of the eBay capital loans. Has anyone done one of those before? I applied for $1,800. It's funny you asked that, and I know we're frozen. I'm not sure if you can
hoping
hear.
somebody's just calling and I didn't put it in.
Yeah, now we're back.
Did. Someone just called me, but it isn't. Do not.
But you guys, so but anyhow, somebody just posted this on one of the groups I'm in, and it sounds like it's really based on your credit status in general and
your credit worthiness.
Yeah, your credit worthiness. Because some people were like, yeah, even, or I was offered like $10,000, but they wanted $4,000 up front.
So here's the thing: don't.
On Dentacor, I think did it. So
I know people have done it. Some people have done it, but some people are. He has his own storefront, like that makes sense where. There is something behind it like that. But if you're having any struggle right now, don't borrow money to get out of that struggle. You can't borrow money. You can't borrow your way out of slow sales because you're going to use that money to go buy more stuff that's going to be slow, or you're going to go out and buy Eskimo tennis rackets, which sell right now to the people decorating their winter lodges. So maybe you're going to buy something different, but I am very, very wary of, and I told a little story the other day about the very first time I have had this opinion since that time when I was 18, which roughly, if you do addition or subtraction, I was 55 and I was 18, it's like 127 years ago when I was 18, I got credit to buy the very first CD player that came out. And it was Sony CD players, $400. I remember that. And I went up there and I just turned 18, so I had stellar credit. Really didn't have any. And they gave me, I got a free CD player and I walked away with it that day. I had to make payments. That was no big deal. It was fine. Sometime later, within a matter of time, this is not what's happening with this group. I'm just telling you why I have a distaste for companies offering you money with their hands in your account. And then they said sometime later, because I was making the payments, they offered me $2,000. Here, just come over to our place, sign the paper. I'm 18. I'm like, $2,000? This is like 1987. I mean, $2,000.
Haven't you told this story
yeah,
like
I just like
5
it.
times already?
I love it. It's a good story. And then, so I went to Buffalo, New York to visit my friend, and I probably bought stuff I had an old Mercedes at the time. I don't know what I did with the money exactly. And I did make payments, but then, I didn't make a payment. And all of a sudden, there's a knock on my apartment door, and it's a guy from the office, like, coming to collect from me. And he is ornery, for lack of a better term. And so I don't ever deal with those things. like high interest
Jet
cost
Fixer!
money place. Jet Fixer's here. I was just thinking about you.
Kalikimaka!
So that was my very
Aloha.
first exposure to usury credit issuers, and that was ITT Financial, and they had lots and lots of problems.
My
with
first
that.
credit card was a Radio Shack, and I bought him a digital camera
For eBay.
to do eBay photos back in
1999,
Yeah.
8, something, 7, 6, 5. I don't even know. It was a 2.1 megapixel. though, I
And
know
Major
that.
Win was back a while ago. Haha, had a work meeting, but we're back. Great to
And
see
the
everyone.
second thing I'm just going to tell you about, another negative experience, was when we had a restaurant. And the restaurant was like, we had tons and tons of money from drinks, but then the kitchen took all the money and we're having a problem managing. And so we took some sort of crap that gave us money and then took money from the receipts. But guess what? If you're tanking and your receipts are less, they're still going to take all their money. So let's say that you're not in a perfect position. Then you take this loan thinking that money is going to put you in a better position, but it doesn't work right away, or it doesn't work as fast as you think. They're going to start taking their money out of your account and you can't stop them. And then all of a sudden you don't have any money. They've effed your flow right up and you're screwed. So I don't suggest using that money. I mean, I would hate to say that, and then
I
somebody's
can't
like,
believe it took you
$15 is
that
going to
long
save
to
my
get
life.
to. I don't think you should use that money.
No, I don't think you should use that money. I don't think it's there for you. I think it's there for somebody else to make a bunch of money off of you. And I don't know in the long. We'd have to Decor Depot, if he's in here. We should ask him if you're able to keep up on those payments and you're able to use that money to increase your furtherance of your business. Yes,
I feel like
but I think a lot of people take that money when they need money because their business isn't doing well, and then you're double screwed. Don't do it.
I feel like Dentacor didn't have. It seemed like. I feel like when he mentioned that, it was like nothing bad or nothing good. To say it was just sort of like.
It just worked.
Yeah,
Like, it
was fine.
But if you're paying interest at all, then someone else is making money off of your money.
But I was seeing several people on this eBay thread say that they've done it and
thread.
it was fine. And others say, "Oh,
Did
don't
you
do
say
it,"
boards?
or whatever.
Did you say groups?
But it does have a lot to do with your credit worthiness. So, and then obviously what your sales are on.
And
eBay.
if that's the case, and you have good credit, go to your credit union, get a low interest loan for a business, and like do it up. Don't get the weird usury stuff off of eBay, which is just. I mean, I don't know. Sorry.
And
Sorry, eBay.
John was saying that he has won 90% of his chargebacks, and he's been on both sides of it. And B Nudes was trying to convince John to. I have like a zit or something.
Where is it, in your eye?
No, my nose.
In your eyeball?
Convince John to do like a eBay classroom channel. But John was saying the majority of my daily focus is on eBay, and whatever is left over goes to my channel. That is more than likely. Oh, I'm not.
Well, if you guys, I will talk
all over the
all
place.
day long. If people want to, give me a back rub. I work for back rubs. I mean, pretty much. So if you guys can come over here and rub my back, I'll just talk all day. I don't need money. Thank you. Does that sound weird? Is that weird? If we have people come over and rub my back all day?
I'm not sure if Curious Collection saw, but Sheba B was asking who their cross lister is. And
You just said you rub my back all day.
Carla was saying that both
Everyone heard you
Macari
say
and
it.
Posh have tanked for her. Did I say Carla? That's weird.
Your
I'm
way.
sorry.
Hold on. I'm going to jump ahead
I was
here.
just gonna say Carly B, Callie Debs.
You yes. I think, did I read that? Did we say hi to Callie Debs? I don't even know anymore. We're so out of it now.
Oh my God.
We're not even close to the end of it.
Mike was saying people are funny.
You're doing
Tech
this
has
to
done
us on purpose, aren't you?
Great things.
You're
in
trying to
Reseller.
shake us and see if we'll crack apart and rattle. Do you see Jen, JRKR, 1964, is here and in the house? And Callie Debs, if you didn't get a horn.
Sheba B.
Here's your horn.
Paul probably already answered you. Oh yeah, he did. Okay.
Thank goodness we have
About
people on the
clothing.
ball here. 2070-10 forever Biff. I don't know what 10K is. Oh, our 10K, yes. 10K. Oh, I was going to go see if anybody actually made it go higher.
And Candy O was saying to Ryan, I think Ryan needs, or he was saying, I think Ryan needs to contact Jackie.
Oh, we got one subscriber.
Thanks.
Thank you, whoever subscribed.
Thank you.
Okay, we're at
Jackie.
We're at 9984.
Chillis, because that definitely sounds
We
outrageous.
need 16. What happened?
Kenny O was saying that Ryan really needs to contact them.
Ryan, you're just gonna have to. You're gonna have
He's
to
saying
do
it's
the
like
most
they're
annoying
picking
thing
on
ever.
him. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, Ryan.
And the only way to combat that is if you are righteous and you are able to gather.
List perfectly is what
documentation.
Curious Collection uses.
List perfectly is also our
recommendation.
At this point, TreeCat is going to come into its own. It just needs to have the platforms that we use because we need that.
Biff was saying, I'm not even sure that eBay even evaluates appeals. I think they just overturn them if you don't ask that much.
An interesting anecdotes that I've heard
Spending
from
cents.
people.
Did we say aloha to you? Aloha if we didn't.
From the anecdotes that I've heard recently, I have heard a lot of people saying, as a seller, so they win a case, then somebody as a seller calls in, they overturn the case, and then perhaps it even gets overturned a third time from the seller's side. I kind of agree with the fact that they don't really what's that word where you judge something, where they don't really look at it, they just like flip it. If you call them, they flip it. So half the battle, I would say, is just getting in there and talking to them, because it's a little hard to do. But having real, concise, clear, to the point, if you can mention an eBay policy that has been violated or that you're trying to defend, whatever, just use that. I mean,
always saying something about policy.
Yes, and you don't even tell the story if it's just a clear-cut policy violation. Just say the policy that was violated and just say this person violated this policy. Remove.
Spending
whatever.
Sense was saying the same thing happened on shipping on a one package, and they haven't appealed it. Maybe I should. Yeah, you should. What did you say when you appealed it? The shipping.
Who, me?
Yeah.
When did we appeal shipping?
That they said you didn't ship on time.
That was it's just radial boxes, check boxes. And the first one is I shipped on time. So I did it in all of the, I shipped on time for all of them, and it took them all away. And it said, yes, you did. I can't be sure I did. I don't think I did ship them all on time, because one of them was the air conditioner, the Mercedes air conditioner that I had to build a crate for. And I know I didn't ship that on time, but they still took it off.
Wait. So Paul,
there.
did you see? Paul was saying it's weird what eBay does and doesn't care about on
and it could change day by day.
Crazini drivers. I've never heard of them. Latest video, someone was selling feedback. He reported it and eBay okayed it.
I don't understand.
Wait
a minute. You're saying I will give you a positive feedback if you give me $10, because
wow.
It's a feedback anyway that you already have the power to give if you have any transaction with somebody. So you sell nothing and you just give them the feedback is the product. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, that's genius. Thank you. It's terrible. It's grotesque. It is against everything I stand for in life.
Amy's
but
like,
it is
sir,
genius.
this is a Wendy's.
Yes, Wendy. Oh, well then I'll have a double. Did they have doubles at Wendy's? Yeah, they're already made. Just put
John
one aside
had a
for
sale.
me. Put one aside for me.
What Josh was saying, CCR is awesome. What is CCR?
Consumer credit recalcitration. Corporate credit.
Yeah, Ryan was saying also
certified
that
cerebral
he thinks most buyers
rebellion.
don't realize that we're just small individuals selling. And Paul, Biff was saying occasionally people want free merch from him for educational and museum purposes.
Oh, I've been hearing that a couple times this year.
I'm sure they think I'm some big shit who needs write-offs. Not true.
I've 3 times this year. 2 times accepted, 1 time denied. I have a $400 Teddy Ruxpin in the box up. I had somebody call, oh, my fiance is a teacher, and I would like to give this to them for Christmas. Can you sell it to me for $100? No, is the answer. Super polite about it. I don't care, but you're not breaking my heart with your fiance as a teacher. I mean, how's that supposed to get to me? But then I've had 2 people say, I'm a teacher and I want to buy this camera for my student, or that.
And I was
that
like,
I go
I'll just
for.
give
I
it
fall.
to
I
him.
fall for that. So if you're gonna use one, don't ask me just to give you money for no reason. Say that you're giving an underprivileged kid a chance at a good life. That works.
Paul was saying, I've had a buyer ask if I can speak to the delivery driver. I don't
Yes.
own the delivery company.
Please hold. Wait, hold on. Yes, you may. Please hold. Just leave this on for a minute 26 seconds, and then hang up the phone.
Flippin' Ain't Easy has just enlisted Yoda to help bring the force to his account and to get the sales going.
Thank goodness.
Yoda, slow sail you. May the horse be with you.
May the horse be with you. Is this Western Yoda? He's in a cowboy hat. That's an old guy. How old is Yoda now, by the way? Didn't he die? You must have hired.
Callie Deb says
What's his
that she
face?
gets about 30% more or higher than on eBay when she uses Etsy.
Okay. So but would you say that was Callie Deb said that? Who said that?
Yeah, Callie Debs.
Would you say Callie Deb
Vintage Sport Flips.
that
hey,
you aloha vintage sports flips? Would you say that? But are they good items, or do you put like your sort of like better items on Etsy to get those higher prices, or
Do you put anything?
yeah, like is it more of a because the items are nicer too? So in other words, if I look at Etsy as my boutique, where I have that one store that only has 10 items and they're really expensive, couches, sofas, mid-century modern art, things like that, trendy, hot stuff. That would be the stuff to put over on Etsy as opposed to G.I. Joe figures, for instance.
Vintage Sports Flips was saying, I sell a lot on Etsy. The non-forced returns is great, and it blows up this time of year more so than eBay and other platforms. A ton more gift givers buying on Etsy.
Okay, so we missed a boat on Etsy this year.
We're
huh?
dummies.
But I gotta say that just went blank. What were we talking about? I know I had something important to say.
Ooh, John was saying there's a rumor that PPP may be doing a pop-up live soon today, so maybe Shiba B can watch.
PPP is going to do a pop-up live?
It's Profit Playbook Podcast, Shiba B.
Pop-up.
Did I say pop-up?
No, I'm saying pop-up.
Oh, yeah.
That's 5 P's in
John
that.
said the rumor has it that PPP may be doing a pop-up live soon, but it hasn't been confirmed.
I saw something about John needing Yoda, and it wiped my brain completely clean of what I was talking about before that. That's not unusual.
Biff was saying he might try PL next year. Promoted listings. It
Biff
never
is?
seems to move. He might. It never seems to move the needle for me, though.
I apologize
shot.
to everybody who's asked a question. Today is impossible. So many messages. Thank you so much for partaking. I apologize if we don't get to all of you. There's only 7 minutes left, and I don't even know where I'm at. I'm a half hour behind.
Just let me get through.
But we're not even at 2:15 yet. We're 45.
Jovia was saying, if your not taste so good, add a splash of vanilla. Use the McCormick. We actually have vanilla eggnog here.
They have it,
We were
yeah.
talking about it a little earlier, saying that it actually tastes like melted ice cream.
It's just drinking pure melted ice cream, which is awesome. Has anybody actually tried to do French toast with eggnog? Because I've heard people say that it works. We tried, it doesn't work. How dare you people?
You know, Ryan was saying it says no late fees. It takes a percentage of your eBay sales, which it does. For me, it's only 14%, no interest. But are they saying like you need to put like 600 down in order to get the 1800? That's what I'm wondering. Basket noodles. I don't need money. I put my own. Oh, Jeff Fixer is still cleaning up from the hurricane that they had in Florida.
No, dear.
Wow, that's
Did you have damage?
intense.
Did you have like actual physical property damage, or you're cleaning up like debris, or did you have some damage? Just curious. Want to find out how miserable things have been for you.
Nielsen Macy, what's that? Biff was
Nielsen?
saying that the restaurant business is just brutal. eBay is a business that should be bootstrapped.
Oh, that's
only.
probably about the loaning
Okay,
thing.
sorry. Oh, yes. Okay.
And the restaurant business is insane. And I see that this little loan thing, it just, so any corporation, restaurant industry is a perfect like example of how industries parasite onto industries. So you have this industry where people make food, and then you've got about, I don't know, 20 different companies that they pretend like they're making life easier for you restaurateurs so that you can just cook your food. So they clean the carpets. That's one guy. The people that come in and do your wipes and your aprons, that's another guy. Yes, you can go buy a washer and dryer, which we have done, but the time and the effort it takes and the people, and you can't get any help from your employees because all they're doing is punching a clock and making their money and going home. They don't really care about your business. So then you hire, Allied Cisco is bringing in your food, and then there's another company that has better stuff, and then this other company, and then the guy comes in and wants to put you on the map with all the other restaurants, and then you got to pay him $50 a month, and then it's on and on and on and on until you just have nothing, until you're mopping the floors at 6 o'clock in the morning like I was.
Paul was saying, we're not hitting the trifecta this live. We've only had poop so far, so boobs. There, you're welcome. Although, but Basket Noodle did 2 comments before you say, if someone could produce counterfeit busty Barbie, I ought to be able to produce what pays for it, right?
I just heard of over on the ADH Dave was talking about a product I have never seen, Jingle Boobs or something, and you put them on, it's like an ornament that you put on the tree. Jingle Boobs sounds like another genius idea from the minds that men have.
Well, and John was adding to our thing about saying a policy has been violated. He said you need to make sure that you provide more than just the policy. You need to clearly illustrate how the policy was violated by the buyer.
Yeah.
So make sure.
That sounds good, John. Speaking on that particular thing was about getting feedback removed, where I just said, this guy mentioned customs prices. So there's actually just one little line right there in the eBay policy about eBay feedback removal, and that people can't leave you feedback that mentions import duties and stuff if you send it through EI.
Thank you, everyone, for
okay, thanks. Bye.
explaining the CCR.
Creedence Clearwater
Yeah.
Revival. Was that really it?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought they were talking about some sort of like business group from eBay. So I was not going to even be silly, and then here I am.
And Candio, can't imagine you
I hate
two
Creedence.
troopers will be working next
Can you
Wednesday,
change the
but
station?
curious if you're thinking of doing 2 shows next week. Yes, we
Who?
are thinking of
We
doing
might
two
not do. What about? It's 1 week till Christmas. What if we can't? What if we're not on Christmas?
We are thinking about doing but we're not making cookies, Jenna. We're not.
Jenna, we won't make cookies at Christmas. We're not going to steal your cookie. We should make cookies. Can we make a pie? A blueberry pie? What's the movie we just watched with the blueberry pie?
Heretic.
Heretic. That was actually pretty good.
It is.
But for Christmas,
it's
Red
about
One.
religion.
Still
It's
loving
good.
Red One. 8-Bit Christmas. We rechecked in with that. That was pretty good from a couple years back.
Other
movies?
Primo mail my Yoda today. I need it before Christmas.
That was
Darn
it. That was the one that ruined my brain. It just I was like,
Yoda's
Yoda.
722.2 million years old.
Wow.
John, patience you need. Arrive he will. That's what Paul says. I just sounded like Apu and Yoda together.
Yes. Most of your
I'm really
impressions
awful
are
with
Apu-y.
accents. Are
Very
they?
Apu-y.
Dang. Callie Des was saying, yes, I pick and choose what I put on Etsy. I don't put everything there. Okay. Good to know.
Biff, when we did the French toast, we used not good, like probably I'm trying to think of what did we use. We used some sort of white bread loaf But it might have been, because it might have been Pepperidge Farm, which never really comes out well as French toast, I realize, because it's very sticky and dense dough. It doesn't have enough holes to soak up the nog. So maybe that is why. Like if I use Texas toast or something, Biff, would that be better? I bet you it would, now that I think about that. What? No. Did you see? But look, Bridget.
What?
Just look at 2 things down. It should work if you use Texas toast.
Your brother from another mother.
How does that happen? How does that happen? We're just thinking
Biff
like
was
we're just
saying
thinking
the same
right
thing.
thing.
Jenna was saying that she purchases personalized gifts on Etsy. She loves
That's
Etsy
mind-boggling
for that
to me
reason.
sometimes.
Primo, you have nog brain, and it's a recognized condition.
That's true.
Paul Rose says.
That's totally true.
Jenna,
You know how you have nog
people
brain
lots
when
making things sell personal and make
when
do
your
money
feet are
good.
squishy.
Blame John for cooking my Yoda noodle.
See now we're at 301. Now it's just getting crazy. You guys have
it's
so.
Sheba B. It's Profits Playbook Podcast.
Did you put an S at profits?
Profits? Oh, it's profits.
I don't know.
To
be honest, now you've shaken my shaken my knowledge.
It's John from Flippin' Ain't Easy. It's
Profit.
Bearded Picker, and it's Josh Galt.
Playbook Podcast. Swap Picker Aloha! We're just about to wrap up the show right now, as it is 3:00, and we have to go watch Jenna Phipps, who's building her little house.
Mail my Yada.
Meg my Yega. Yep,
Mail my Yoda today, Primo.
Have you yawned yet?
I did, but I was hiding it with a smile.
Why are we so amped today? Out of most days,
I don't know. And it's after 3.
We gotta go.
And because we got home at like 12:52.
Yeah, we did a good job.
8 minutes before coming on, and
No
we're like,
S.
scramble.
No S.
And we drank we drank more coffee when we got home. We are almost at the end. You guys are still on. I got $250 sale after
proof that if you like our show, if you like this, you will get a sale. But so will Flipping Ain't Easy. So if you like our show, then we get a sale. No, you get a sale.
Wait,
and then
Flippin' Ain't Easy was saying no S to something. What was that?
It's not profit. It's not profits.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was saying no shit.
No
S.
S.
Oh, he's being polite.
No S.
No S. Profit Playbook Podcast.
Well, I gotta say that this 2 hours has gone by pretty fast, but we do have to go, so we will push that button.
If one is yodeling, a profit yodeling. Thank you, Major Win, for gifting memberships to 3 viewers. We
Thank
appreciate
all
you
of you
so
for
much.
spending time with us
Every single
today.
one of you. You mean everything to us. We really, really
Stay
love
perky.
you guys. Stay perky, Carla. Pokey's right. Oh, here's Popo.
Oh, he's banging his head against the mic. There he is. There's
Thank
that
you.
little
Oh,
guy.
thank you, everyone.
You're the craziest little boy.
And
Look at that little boy.
we'll see you on
You're the
Monday.
craziest little
For
boy.
sure.
We'll see you on
Aloha,
Monday.
everyone. Thank you. Mahalo.
Aloha.
What are you waiting for? Christmas?
Shiva says tag her and shows all.
Beep, beep,
She's
beep.
learning.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Aloha,
Later,
guys.
Gators. Bye.
Love you. Bye.